Another mistake test takers often make is assuming something from statement 1 when evaluating the second statement. Remember, you have to evaluate the sufficiency of each statement on its own. For example, what is the value of x? Statement 1 says that x squared equals 16, and statement 2 says that x is a positive integer. Statement 1 is not sufficient because it leaves both 4 and negative 4 as possible values of x. When reading the second statement, many test takers remember that the first statement was insufficient only because they did not know whether x is positive or negative, and seeing statement 2, which provides this information, they think it is sufficient and pick choice B. However, in evaluating the second statement alone, you must not consider any information from statement 1. And obviously, knowing that x is a positive number alone does not help to determine the value of x, and this information is sufficient only if it is combined with the information from the first statement. Thus, the correct answer is C. Another trap that you can come across in data sufficiency questions is when statements present essentially the same information. In some questions, information in the two statements can be basically the same but presented in a different format. In this case, the correct answer is either D or E. Consider the following example. What is the value of x? From statement 1, we know that 2y minus 5x equals 3. And from statement 2, we know that 6y minus 9 equals 15x. Statement 1 provides one equation with two variables and is not sufficient. Statement 2 also provides one equation with two variables and is not sufficient. If we combine the two statements, we have two equations with two variables, and, as you may already know, a system of two equations with two variables can be solved by substitution or by combining the two equations, adding or subtracting, and therefore the correct answer should be C. But the trick is that in order for the system of two equations with two variables to be solvable, the equations must be independent, meaning they have to state different information. The two equations above are essentially the same equation, but in a different form. Take the equation from the second statement. 6y minus 9 equals 15x can be rewritten as 6y minus 15x equals 9. If you divide both sides of the equation by 3, you get 2y minus 5x equals 3. This is the very same equation we have in statement 1, so information provided by the two statements is the same and is not sufficient to answer the question. Therefore, the correct answer is E.